Hey everybody, I'm Alicia with EasyStreet Realty. Happy Saturday. Just wanted to give you my market update for the week. This week, we actually saw, for the 17th week in a row, another drop in inventory. Inventory here, which means the number of homes available for sale, is dangerously low in Las Vegas. There are 3,224 homes for sale, which equals 1.1 months of inventory. What does months of inventory mean? It means that if we continue to sell homes at the current rate, in 1.1 months, we will have no homes left to sell. Now, our total actives this week were 4,447. What that means is that that was the total amount of properties available, condos, townhomes, and single-family residences that were for sale. Again, that is a dangerously low number. And while everybody thinks the market is going to crash, what I can tell you right now is that homes in Las Vegas and Henderson are still flying off the shelf. Even at the 700,000 range, the $1 million range, you would be very surprised how fast these homes are going. I just heard this week from another agent in our office at the 700 range, there was a multiple offer situation with their client. And I know that might be surprising to some people, but to us agents here in Las Vegas, if you're watching the market, it's not surprising to us at all. We're going up against a multiple offer situation. We're going up against buyers offering money above appraisal, because here, what I always tell my client is that winning is not always getting the lowest price. It's winning the home. With so few choices out there, it's a frenzy to find what you're looking for. And then expectations are higher from buyers. They want newish, or they want practically new, move-in ready. They don't want to do any repairs. They want the home that's been renovated and looks like the models. All that being said, if that home is attractive to you, it's attractive to other buyers. And again, because I've said this multiple times, if you've been watching my videos, the number one buyer here in Las Vegas is retirees. 44 out of 100 people that come here to buy are retirees. They come here with money in hand, ready to buy their forever home. And that being said, they're ready to compete. The second buyer here is the second home or vacation buyer. Again, people who have money and can purchase a second home. The third buyer here is the investor. Now, the investor is obviously looking for a deal, but then again, they come in with cash in hand, ready to buy. That means that 60% of our market or more is not reliant on the local buyer here. So while people are thinking that, well, the casinos are closed or they're operating at a minimum capacity, I think it's 25% max capacity, and there's plenty of furloughed workers here, people who have just been laid off, and our unemployment rate is the highest we've seen it since the recession in 2008. That being said, homes are still flying off the shelf. Again, 17th consecutive week that choices disappeared and there was a drop in inventory. And when you get to this point in the market where there are less than 5,000 homes in total, again, condos, townhomes, and single family residences, you're going to see pressure in the market. That being said, for 5 weeks in a row, we didn't see a change in the median household price. It's still at $345 here in Las Vegas. So I don't always say that just because the choices are going away, a price always rises. We're at an all-time high for our pricing. We've surpassed what it was in 2004 when we were at the height of our market then. So, but what I will say is that there is always a risk in waiting. I have a lot of clients tell me every day that they're worried that the market is going to crash, and they're worried that, or rather they want to wait and sit it out and see what comes on the market. All I can tell you is what's going on now and what's happened in the past. And right now, we don't have a lot of choices. We're also not building as many new homes as people think. Before the bubble, they were making 5,000 homes a month out here. And now, and now, or rather they were selling 5,000 homes a month. And now if we're lucky if we sell 500 new homes a month. We don't have the same amount of land available to build on as we did then. We're looking at a population of 2.5 million people. Again, that's over 500,000 more people living here than there were in 2008 when the bubble popped. So take all of that into consideration. Our population is bigger. We continue to grow in population by 50,000 people a year. Now, the only time we saw a dip in population was in 2011. 3 years after the bubble, things were still pretty bad here. House prices were very low. There were still a lot of choices, on the market. And that being said, we are not anywhere near that situation that we were in 2008. No choices available for buyers, hardly. less land to build on, a larger population, a continued demand demand in housing for retirees. Retirees can retire any day of the week, any week of the year, any month of the year. And there are also 13,000 people that retire every single year. And Las Vegas has always been in the top 5 destinations for retirees. So just keep that in mind when you're out there shopping. I highly recommend that if you are working with a realtor, make sure your realtor knows the market. Do not feel pressured to make a choice. Just know what those choices are. If you need any information, I'm happy to help. Again, information is always free, and it only takes a few minutes of your time and mine to help see if buying or selling a home here in Las Vegas is an option for you. Sellers, it is a great time to sell. There are no choices out there. And I know that despite what's going on in the world, there isn't one person who owns a home that hasn't at least thought about, hey, what is my home worth? Should I refinance? Should I sell? If that's the case, give me a call. Again, it takes a few minutes of our time to find out what are the best options for you. And another thing is, I don't mind working with people who, want to take the time to make those decisions. We're very familiar here with working with people who are anywhere from 1 to 5 years out before they make a decision. Most retirees, when they know that they're going to retire, they know that day of the month and the year that they're going to retire. And believe it or not, even if that day is 5 years out, they start looking now. So if I can help with that search in any way and save you time, let me know. My name is Alicia. It's EasyStreet Realty. My email is arivera@easystreetrealty.com, and my cell phone is 702-755-3691. Please tell me how I can help you today. Have a great day, guys, and be safe.